Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Railfanning adventure. Now back in April, myself, Clay, and Zeb went down towards the Birmingham area and portions northwest of there to the Norfolk Southern NA West End district to try to catch some of the coal trains they've been running on the Berry branch, as well as 319 and maybe anything else that would show up. We ended up having a really interesting day and seeing a couple of other interesting trains not on the NA West End, even around Birmingham, and on the BNSF, which was really interesting. So let's go ahead and let's get started, and we're going to head southwest. We start our adventure here on the Berry branch. As you can see, this is quite the engineering marvel through these clips. Unfortunately, there was already a coal train that ran overnight and there's no empties really close, so we're going to end up continuing back eastward in hopes of finding some trains. We're now on the BNSF Birmingham Subdivision in Adamsville, Alabama, just northwest of Birmingham, and to our surprise, an empty BNSF Earthworm grain train comes out of nowhere. Now, we had heard there was a train getting ready to leave Wheatway, the facility that this train came from, but it came up out of nowhere. Goes to show you, on BNSF, you hardly ever know when anything's coming your direction. Now we're in Birmingham at Sloss Furnace, a typical spot for us to stop. And today at Sloss Furnace, they're having Festa Italiana. And at the same time, here comes Amtrak 19. We were positioning to go get lunch when we heard that there was a northbound coming towards Irondale Yard. So we went towards Irondale at Norris Yard to see 344 with a veteran UPAC 44 in the lead. After lunch, we've got back just in time to see NS 182 yarding their train at Irondale. And as 182 goes in, its counterpart, 183, is doubling out to get their DP and eventually head towards the 3B. And now AB07 is on 182's DP and some tomfoolery in the car ensues.
The children.
Does he pull up enough to need to blow?
126.
Ooh.
That was solid. That's gonna be a good clip. Why everybody getting cooped with us?
There's kids, children.
And now we have an NA target as NS 319 is ready to head towards Sheffield with a pair of UP motors. We're now in North Birmingham at the Diamond, where the NA crosses the CSX Mineral Sub, where we're going to see 319 again. Eventually, you're probably going to get tired of this 319, because we're going to see it quite a bit. I'm going to be quiet now, and we're going to enjoy seeing 319 here at North Birmingham, Brookside, Locust, and Cordova. We are now at Parrish, Alabama, at the split, where the Berry branch heads towards Berry and the NA makes the turn up towards Sheffield. It's also here where the mileposts change, where going north towards Sheffield, the mileposts go from 800 numbers to NA 90 all the way up to NA 5 at CP Lee. The Berry branch continues the 800 milepost as it continues west to Berry. Eventually it went all the way to Columbus and beyond, but it is generally cut mostly in places. There's still some short lines out towards the west, but generally after Berry there's about nothing. Here you see this really cool sign here at the Parrish Yard area, and we see we have an approach signal for what is considered an eastbound. 319 is going in the siding here at Parrish to C320, but we got word there was another train leaving Birmingham that we needed to head back east for, so we're going to head back to Brookside. Coming through Brookside is one of those Berry empty coal trains, NS701, with NS8025, the Monongahela Heritage Unit, in the lead. We're going to chase this thing to Locust. And as 701 clears, NS 320 is ready to go and head towards Birmingham. Now, after 701 cleared, there was a very unfortunate incident where the dispatcher could not get the switch at Locust to line for 320. The poor conductor had to walk out at least 2 times to try to manually unlock it and relock it. It still didn't work, so they ended up having to call maintenance away and get it in. They actually did not go by the SLOS cam until, I think Clay told me, after 2 a.m. that day, so they even had to get a recrew after that. Quite a tragic end, but other than that, I mean, we saw, 3 trains, technically speaking. We saw 3 trains on the NA got to chase, and saw a few trains around Irondale. Even saw an empty grain train on the BNSF, which was really interesting, and Amtrak as usual. So all in all, it was a pretty good day. And that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. It means a lot. If you like the video, be sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more content like this, be sure to hit the subscribe button. We hopefully have another adventure on the NA coming very soon, covering about the first 40-ish miles of the NA from Sheffield Yard down to about Haleyville. So that's going to be a really good video as well, a really good train that we got to chase too. Should be looking for that in the next couple of weeks, depending on how fast I'm able to edit it. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, we'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.